What's up, guys? This is Chris from DraftDashboard.com. Here are my DFS picks for NFL Week 16 Millionaire Maker. These picks apply for DraftKings and FanDuel. Before I get started, please drop a like on this video and hit that red subscribe button and hit that bell icon so you don't miss our new videos. Okay guys, this is for the Millionaire Maker slate, which is the Sunday main slate at 1 p.m. Oh, and stick around to the very end of this video. After I show you all my picks in the Draft Dashboard tools, I'll show you these players in DraftKings and in FanDuel, the Millionaire Maker slates. There'll be 2 spots open that you have to fill in, but you'll have a great Millionaire Maker core. My Week 16 Millionaire Maker quarterback is Deshaun Watson from the Houston Texans playing the Philadelphia Eagles, who are the 7th worst defense overall and give up the 8th most fantasy points to opposing quarterbacks. Deshaun Watson has scored 22, 18, and 16 fantasy points in his last 3 games, averaging 21.2 fantasy points per game on the season. He gets about 5 to 6 rush attempts per game, which, as we know, is great for fantasy quarterbacks. If he finds the end zone, that's a huge boost. Deshaun Watson is $6,600 DraftKings salary. He's $1,400 more on FanDuel, projected at 20.2 fantasy points here in Week 16. This is a fantastic matchup for Deshaun Watson. The Philadelphia Eagles should be able to keep this game close. I like Deshaun Watson here in Week 16. For a limited time only, we are still offering our 30-day trial to Draft Dashboard. You can try all of our DFS tools for all sports. You can try the Position Optimizer, where you can see the top players ranked for each position. And we added a new Player Trends tool, where you can see the top salary differences between FanDuel and DraftKings. It's a really good tool to help you pick out value for the site that you're playing on. And then you can see the top point production, target monsters, rushing monsters, and the recent performance. So you can see who's overperforming and maybe due to crash, and you can see who's underperforming and maybe due to smash. My Week 16 Millionaire Maker running back is Ezekiel Elliott from the Dallas Cowboys playing the Tampa Bay Bucks, who are the 2nd worst defense overall and give up the 3rd most fantasy points to opposing running backs. Ezekiel Elliott has scored 19, 34, and 26 fantasy points in his last 3 games, averaging 23.9 fantasy points per game on the season. He gets 6.4 targets per game and 20.4 rushes per game. He gets a ton of volume. Ezekiel Elliott is $9,000 DraftKings salary. He's $200 less on FanDuel. I love that FanDuel price. Projected at 24.4 fantasy points here in Week 16. Home game for Ezekiel Elliott. Fantastic matchup. I love Zeke here versus the Tampa Bay Bucks. Before I continue with the picks, I'm excited today because we added a new contest for everyone watching. If you want to enter the drawing for $100 PayPal, all you need to do is like this video, hit that subscribe button, and make a quick comment below to be entered into the drawing. We'll reply to a random comment and let you know that you won, and then we'll send you $100 PayPal. So it's that easy, and we pick a new winner every Saturday and announce them in our video. So get your comment in now so I can add another entry for you. My Week 16 Millionaire Maker wide receiver is Davante Adams for the Green Bay Packers playing the New York Jets, who are the 9th worst defense overall, and they give up the 2nd most fantasy points to opposing wide receivers. Davante Adams has scored 25, 21, and 23 fantasy points in his last 3 games, averaging 22.9 fantasy points per game on the season. He gets almost 11 targets per game. He got 13 targets last game. Davante Adams is $8,500 DraftKings salary, same price on FanDuel. I love that FanDuel price. Projected at 20.2 fantasy points here in Week 16. So I think this game stays close. Sam Darnold is back. He's been playing well. I don't think the Green Bay Packers are that good. I think Davante Adams can come up big here versus the New York Jets. My Week 16 Millionaire Maker tight end is Austin Hooper from the Atlanta Falcons playing the Carolina Panthers, who are the 10th worst defense overall and give up the 2nd most fantasy points to opposing tight ends. Austin Hooper has scored 0, 8, and 15 fantasy points in his last 3 games, averaging 10.4 fantasy points per game on the season. He gets almost 6 targets per game, although he only got 1 target last game for 0 points. Austin Hooper is $3,700 DraftKings salary, $1,600 more on FanDuel. I love that DraftKings price. Projected at right around 10 fantasy points here in Week 16. I think Austin Hooper's in a good spot here. Forget about that game last week. Austin Hooper has a great matchup versus the Carolina Panthers here in Week 16. If you want to try all these daily fantasy tools for yourself, click the link in the description below this video or just go to draftdashboard.com. You can use our DFS lineup optimizer to build quality lineups using our picks and your own custom player pool. Click the link in the description below this video and try all these daily fantasy tools right now. Thanks so much for watching. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit that bell icon so you can get instant updates whenever we post a new video. You've unlocked the bonus content. Okay, here we are in the DraftKings Millionaire Maker contest with our Millionaire Maker core loaded in. We have 4,440 salary remaining per player, so let's plug in a running back. I think Jordan Howard is still way too cheap for the Chicago Bears, 4,300, getting around 20 touches per week. Okay, now a couple wide receivers. Another guy I think is too cheap is Dante Pettis from San Francisco 49ers. They want to see what they have in that guy, so he's going to get plenty of targets here in week 16. Okay, another wide receiver that I like, he's been real consistent each week, is Josh Gordon at 6,100. Okay, let's plug in a defense. I like the Cleveland Browns versus a bad Cincinnati Bengals offense. And that leaves us with 4,500 for the flex. Oh, I like Robbie Anderson for the New York Jets. Sam Darnold and Robbie Anderson have connected the past few weeks. Anderson's getting a ton of targets over there. So there you go. Take out the players you don't like, put in players you do, create a unique lineup, and let's see how you do here in week 16. Okay, here we are in the FanDuel Sunday Million contest. We have our Millionaire Maker core loaded in. We have 5,880 salary remaining per player. So let's plug in our running back. I like Joe Mixon. He's getting a ton of carries. He's been solid. Okay, a couple wide receivers. We got to spend down here. Let's find some good value wide receivers. I like Curtis Samuel from the Carolina Panthers. Seems to be one of Cam Newton's favorite targets. And then why not Alshon Jeffrey, who seems to be Nick Foles' favorite target. So let's plug in a defense. Let's go down with a defense that let us down last week, the Dallas Cowboys. Let's see if they can bounce back versus the Tampa Bay Bucks. And that leaves us with 5,500 for our flex. So right at the top here, I like Calvin Ridley. With Julio Jones sucking up all the coverage, Austin Hooper and Calvin Ridley could find the end zone. So there you go. There's your Millionaire Maker core for week 16. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please smickety smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Oh, and please comment below with your favorite player for week 16. I love to hear what you guys have to think. Thanks again and good luck.